Hello, my name is David.
I'm Allison.
I'm Ryan.
I'm Steven.
And our 24/7 convenience store is called Round the Clock Raider Shop. So just a little bit of context so that everybody understands this better is that Kathy Grismeyer, who is the assistant manager at the MSOE school store, is our client. She has given us an undisclosed amount of money to use for the budget. She has simply requested that we keep it reasonable. So no diamond plating, no gold plating, nothing like that, just sweet and simple. The problem that she gave us is to design a layout for an MSOE 24/7 convenience store. This would be similar to local gas station stores or local 7-Elevens. The objective of this store is to provide a service for MSOE students while providing a small minimal profit.
So we decided the best method to kind of gauge interest and how many students will be using this community center was doing an informal survey. So we visited different areas on campus during different times of the day to kind of get a gauge on when people were studying and where they were studying. And we also had a meeting with public safety to kind of discuss potential security concerns with having a 24/7 convenience store with no manager or person there at all times.
When designing our 24/7 convenience store and picking a location for this facility, we had a few considerations that were important to us. The very first consideration and the most important one is that it has to be accessible by students and only students, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So whenever a student needs something, they can access it, but it's not available to the public. We'd also like it to be in a well-populated area, so it gets a lot more traffic than if it was hidden in a way back corner somewhere. It has to be secured. So in order to make sure that we have enough security, we'd like cameras, as well as an RFID student ID card reader to open the door. And it also has to be large enough to house all the products that we want to sell to students.
So just some more specific details about the security system involved. We have devised a system in which there will be 2 security cameras along with an RFID scanner to actually enter the store itself. So Billy Fife, the head of public safety, has estimated this to be costing around $4,600. The self-checkout kiosk will be the method in which students will be able to buy the products. So this system would be very similar to self-checkout systems that you see at Target, Metro Market, Pick and Save, really any retail store available that has a self-checkout system. In case of failure, the display on the kiosk will instruct students to simply put their products back on the counter and just exit the store and wait until help arrives. So once the last student leaves, the entire store will be put on lockdown until public safety can come and fix the problem.
Of course, with any good store, you need a good variety of products to sell to your customers. For this project, we decided to make up a bunch of categories that we would like to offer to the students in terms of products. Our first category is health items. This would include things such as mouthwash and ibuprofen. We also chose to include food and drink in our list of items in case you need a quick pick-me-up while you're in the CC at 2 in the morning studying for that terministic modeling exam. Another category we decided to include was electronics. Electronics would consist of things such as wireless mice and phone chargers in case your mouse decides to not work during a facilities project. Another category we are going to offer in the store is school supplies. Of course, it's a school store. We're going to offer things such as pens, pencils, and paper. And our last category of miscellaneous merchandise will include things such as MSOE t-shirts and umbrellas in case you make a mess of yourself or get caught in the rain.
So the first potential location we selected was the music room located on the first floor of the CC building. A few advantages of the location is that it's really close to a public safety dispatch office, so if something goes awry, like the student gets trapped in there, or something's being stolen, it can be dealt with swiftly. It's also located in the campus center, which from our informal surveys was the most popular site location at pretty much all hours. Once again, it's on the first floor, so it's easy to get into and out, and everyone has 24/7 access to the CC building. And public safety wants this as their top choice for the potential communications that we had. Some disadvantages were that it's not a very well populated area, and that's also kind of hidden from, if you don't know where it's at, it's going to be hard to get to. But once you find it, you'll find it pretty much all the time. And that's also a small 14 by 15 room, so the amount of stuff you can fit into it is very tiny. And here's a 3D model and a 2D model of the potential music room layout.
Our next potential area was the old mage office located on the 3rd floor of the CC. We chose this area because it is highly visible to the main area where students are going to be studying. We recorded around 120 students studying in the CC later at night, so this store would be a great service to them. It is a very large space. It is 12 foot by 44 foot with an additional storage closet in the back, so it would have plenty of ample space to offer all the products we wish to sell to our students. There are a couple disadvantages with this space. The first being that this space is already theorized to be used for places such or things such as offices or space for other staff members to work in instead of being used as a school store. Another issue with this space is the fact that it is located kind of in the back corner of the third floor, so it is not extremely easy to see, but it is much easier to see than the music room that we previously mentioned. The last issue that we're going to cover is the fact that it has a very irregular shape. It is a long rectangle in shape, so the flow patterns would be very weird in the store. Here we have a 3D rendering of what we would do with the proposed space and a 2D floor plan outlining where products would be located.
The third potential area that we came up with is a room in the Dierks Hall of Computational Science. The advantages with this building is because it's a new building, it's very easy to introduce new things alongside it. So along with the new building, we would have a brand new MSUE convenience store. Another advantage to it would that there's already excitement for the Dierks Hall, so if you add more things to it, students are going to be more excited about it. Some disadvantages that are included are that the building is still under construction, so everything that we've designed for it is purely hypothetical. We have noticed through the VR tours available that there are empty rooms inside Dierks Hall, but we have made assumptions that these spaces will not be utilized for anything and that it is available for use for our school store. So the final assumption that we made was that it would be a popular space. We're assuming it's going to be popular because it's going to be a new location, it's going to be the newest place on campus, and students are really going to want to go check it out. So here we have a 2D drawing of the layout alongside a 3D drawing of the layout. These are 20 by 30 feet, and depicted here you can see where the shelves are going to be, where the food's going to be, where the checkouts are going to be, and etc.
So in considering all of our three choices that we have modeled, we decided that our top recommendation for our round-the-clock Raider shop is in Dierks Hall. It is well populated, or we assume that it is going to be, because it's going to be such a new and pretty looking building. Plus, the brand new building increases awareness of the store, and the brand new store increases awareness of the building, so they both kind of help each other out. The only thing that is kind of making our recommendation uncertain is the not for sure availability of the room to put the shop in. If we had to rank the music room, we would probably put it second because public safety and the director of public safety specifically recommended this as his top choice because of its close proximity to the dispatch center, which increases security. The downside of that is that it is an isolated space. It's in a corner or in a hallway kind of by itself. And our third recommendation is the Old Mage office. It has the highest convenience because of the amount of students that are there studying at night. However, it is probably going to be used for new office space. So unless we get it first, it's probably not going to be an option for us to utilize.
Thank you. This is the Round the Clock Raider Shop.